Look what has finally arrived in the mail. Yes, this is the new Dulzura fragrance from Paris Corner. This is called Dulzura Vanilla Envie. And if you've not yet heard about this scent, it is actually inspired by this Louis Vuitton Fantasmagory fragrance. If you're not familiar with the original Louis Vuitton Fantasmagory, this is an almond with vanilla type of scent profile that also has a bit of leather to it. That's the best way that I could describe it. But like I mentioned in previous videos, this in the opening has this slight, not slight, it's there, has this very easy for me to detect funk note that I really don't like. I don't know if it is from the almond. I don't know if it's from the leather. I don't know what it's from, but I don't like it. That's what made me look into actually trying out Rome Fantasmagory. So now that we have Rome Fantasmagory by Barara, and now we have Dulzura by Paris Corner, I want to talk today about which one is the best dupe for you, because they're actually both good for the right person. You can absolutely buy one of these and hate it and love the other. So let me break down the differences between the two so that you get the right one for you if you're looking for this style of DNA. So I want to start it off with Rome Fantasmagory. The reason why I liked this more than the original is because one, it doesn't have the funky note, but more importantly for me, it is a lot stronger. The original one is incredibly light, does not project at all, and really fades away into a skin scent ridiculously quick. For a $600 straight de parfum fragrance, no. I mean, I guess sure, projection usually is not amazing with extraits, but longevity on skin should be, and it's not, at least on my skin. Maybe there's something wrong with my skin. So one of the major things that I love about this is the fact that it performs incredibly well in terms of projection and longevity. I would consider it to be like a beastly scent, fantastic. Overall, it just smells like a much more intense version of the original. The almond is dialed up, the vanilla is dialed up, and I love that smell. I love the blend of the almond and the vanilla. It's strong. Some people have said it's too strong for them, but for me, fantastic. Now, Dulzura's Vanilla Envie, on the other hand, takes a much different direction. This is not trying to give you a beast mode experience. This is trying to mimic the original DNA of the Louis Vuitton, which I feel is going to be a little bit different when you intensify it. It tries to capture the overall softness and very, very airy nature to the original, but it still manages to have and provide better longevity and projection without the funk note. So it's not as long lasting as Rome Fantasmagory. And because it's not, and it doesn't have to be so intense with its DNA, it smells closer to the original, but I think it's better than the original because it doesn't have the funk note. It projects similarly, but the longevity on skin, on my skin at least, is better. So both of these fragrances, both Fantasmagory, Rome Fantasmagory and the Dulzura, to me, are both better than the original, which again is insane because that one's $600, insane. They're both better, but it depends on what type of almond vanilla experience you are looking for. If you are someone who is not afraid of strong almond notes and you really want this to be a beastly fragrance on you, then no brainer, go for the Rome Fantasmagory. If you are someone who wants a softer, fluffier, airier take on an almond vanilla type of DNA, you like the idea of it being closer to the original but without a funky type of opening to it, then for sure, go with the Dulzura by Paris Corner. That's the main difference. Neither of these fragrances do a twist where they're like, oh, I'm gonna add in cherry or I'm gonna add in a dark chocolate. No, they're really, really trying to stay close to the actual smell. It's just the intensity of the fragrances to me that change. And I think because the Rome Fantasmagory is more intense, and everything is dialed up, it's like, okay, similar ingredients, but like times 10. Whereas this is like similar ingredients, but maybe a bit more in certain areas to make it perform a little bit better and cut back on the funk. But other than that, it's very close to the original. So which one am I wearing more? Which one do I prefer more? To be honest with you, most of the time, I'd say 9 out of 10 times, I'm going to prefer the Rome Fantasmagory more because I like long-lasting, strong, loud scents, and I really enjoy the intensity of the almond and the vanilla in this fragrance. But I would say on days that I don't want something loud and on days that are maybe super hot where I would want to wear the style of DNA, I'd go for Dulzura. Or if I want to, go to bed, this I think is a great bedtime type of scent, a cozy around the house type of scent. Any type of situation where I don't need anything loud, but I still want that DNA, I'm going for the Dulzura. So I think they both have a purpose, you know, it just depends on what you're looking for. So let me know if you're gonna be trying out any of these fragrances or if you have already tried them out. If so, what are your thoughts? And I will see you guys back tomorrow for our next episode.